Hey YouTube, coming at you with an Ultra League team submitted by Ethan, who submits constantly. Registeel, Marshadow, and Annihilape. So same weaknesses in the back because they are the same typing, the unique fighter ghost typing. So I looked up, I'm like, okay, what is Marshadow's stats? Because same typing, so same weaknesses. You have the same counter fast move. You have a sort of bait first move, Ice Punch versus Night Slash, and then you have close combat versus Shadow Ball. So again, hard hitting second moves. So very similar overall strategy. Like kind of play with the Pokemon. And then I looked at the stat product, and Marshadow is way glassier but way attack heavier. So a heavier hitting Pokemon there as opposed to Annihilape, which is a little more balanced in its attack and bulk. And then have Registeel to deal with the fairies, and then Registeel is the best in this meta, quite honestly. So let's take a look at the battles to see how this plays out. Okay, Registeel versus Tapu Fini. There's your fairy, right? So you're going to be staying in this matchup. You'll get hit with the surf here. I'll be interested to see if they try and catch. Sorry, I might dealing with something like a sore throat here. They're going to try and... I thought they may try and catch because this is a pretty bad matchup. Zap Cannon probably... it would be close. Get the attack lower. So they'll get off another surf before. Maybe they'll try and catch here. Yeah, there it is. I figured the catch was coming. Muck is still just neutral to this. And now Muck does resist the counters, but you are ghosts, so you resist the poison. It will have Dark Pulse and some Thunder Punch probably, so Dark Pulse neutral. I'm going to farm up a lot here. Going just for the Night Slash. Muck is kind of like sneaky, bulky, so even in the red, I think it may live. Yeah, 1 HP, that doesn't surprise me. I've played against Muck, and every time I'm like, oh, you can take way more damage than expected. So get off that Thunder Punch, that's fine. Doesn't really hurt you overall. Have a Shadow Ball loaded for the Tapu. I would assume they let this go because they don't really have much of a reason to shield this. Get off a Night Slash. Resisted. Maybe Deep Red. Yeah. Try and farm down. They did not get the farm down. And what is in the back? Yeah, they're just out of here. Registeel into Poliwrath. Okay, so we're going to instant swap. Now, what is your safe swap? Annihilape. That doesn't surprise me. Okay. They are staying in. Going to get off a Scald here probably. And then maybe bail. Maybe they just want to chip before they bail. Icy Wind, lowering your attack before going into the Feraligatr. Knowing that your attack is lowered, they can live this. They still may shield, but they can live this. And now they'll just outpace you with the Hydros. Oops. Hopefully it doesn't beep anymore there. Get off the Night Slash. They may shield back. Yeah, not surprising, just to match shields. Trying to keep switch because they want the Poliwrath on. And you shield back, which is interesting because they could potentially just shield and farm down here. Yeah, and now they're going to have a Hydro. And you may lock on down. Now the question is, if you lock on down, yeah, you're definitely gonna get to a move. So Poliwrath is gonna be pretty tricky to come in here because you're gonna get a Zap Cannon off here. Nice catch. Really nice catch on the Steelix there. Now you have another counter user. You got the attack fall. That's a. Is that a? Why does it look green on the animation but dark? Is that how it works? Anyways, have the close combat. Does it go between green and black? I've never seen this Pokemon in action before. Close combat, one shots. Poliwrath going to come back in. Let's see how much this does to like a 80% health Poliwrath. Okay, like 60%. Not bad. Counters resisted because you're half ghost, and then you just counter down. Interesting. Okay, terrible lead. Here comes the Annihilape. Here comes the Giratina, which is... It's got the Claw. That was pretty fast. That's probably just Dragon Claw. Now, just going straight Shadow Ball because grab a shield or try and do good chip damage here. And good chip damage. Now you can go with Night Slash. You could go into shield. My only concern is that you may get outpaced here. So you're going to get to another Night Slash, but I think their claws and Dragon Claws are going to outpace your counters and Night Slash. Yeah, so there comes another one. So if you shield, you're just going to grab a shield back for them just to farm you down anyways, is my guess how this is going to play out. And now they're just going to farm you down. Yeah, like, I'll see how this whole thing plays out, but like, that was kind of obvious, and I don't know why you didn't take a shield advantage into Marshadow, which is very attack heavy. I really don't understand that double shield play there. Lock on is resisted. It'll be a very, very, very aggressive farm down, which you can do if you want. But they will get a bunch of moves off here. They're resisted. It seems they're only throwing Dragon Claw. They need a Shadow Snake to hit you neutral, but okay. You're just going very aggressive farm down. Out comes Cobalion, which you are obviously loaded with this. So I do not know why they're coming in just to get nuked here. We'll see what's in the back for Alligator, right? So that would also get nuked. And speaking about nuke, let's take a look at a close combat. Shadow for Alligator. Everything's just 1 HP live, which is fine. You can then just lock on down and then come out with him. Actually does not even take you out. Annihilape. So bad lead, and at best you're going into a neutral matchup here. So yeah, like, you have two options. You just stay in here, at least to get a Zap Cannon / shield, and then you can get into your mirror match. But coming into a mirror match behind energy makes it a bait game off the bat, and it's not a great situation. So land the move. They come in Greedent, and holy smokes, they do not have a good answer, which means your backline is probably going to dominate if they're coming in with a normal typing into a counter user. Can't throw a Shadow Ball, that is resisted, so you have to just go Night Slash. This thing will chip with Crunch, but like counter Night Slash is just going to do way, way better than Mud Shot and Crunch here. So the question is, I think you can actually just commit to the farm down now. I think you can even, defense fall, it doesn't matter. You can still get the farm down because counter. For Alligator is going to come in. You're only going to get one move off. You might as well grab the shield or do a ton of damage here. Gonna come in here, take super effective claws, and then try and catch. You do catch. This will take it out. But now these claws are going to start adding up. So you got to shield everything. Maybe they don't know the move sets. I wouldn't know the move sets, so you could probably get away with just Ice Punch here. And they try and catch, which you need to throw Ice Punch anyways. So very attack heavy. Back to back. Excuse me. Back to back here. Let's see. Non-stab, but attack heavy Pokemon. 1 HP. That bulk stamina coming through there. Everything's probably super effective. Nope, you're half fighting, so that is only neutral. Sorry, Night Slash is neutral. And then you can get off a move. No. I know you kind of had to save a shield for the Hydro because that's way more, but yeah, the claws, super effective. Another Annihilape lead, so we'll see if you play it out the exact same way. Not wanting to go into the mirror match right away, so we're just going to stand with and get the Zap Cannon off. As I say, that's very close to getting off before they through the Shadow Ball. So there's the Shadow Ball. They may shield. Like, I'm surprised the other opponent didn't shield, and they don't shield either. Like, for me personally, if I see a Reggie staying in against my counter user, it's probably because they don't have a great answer in the back to this. So they let the Shadow Ball go. I would probably personally shield and then farm and then try and just take it out with Night Slash and then have energy coming out for the backline, which probably is weak to you. Instead, they do let it go. You get to the Night Slash. I don't think it's going to be enough because counter's resisted. So they're going to get to a Shadow Ball here. They tried to CMP you. Going to get to the Shadow Ball. I assume they'll throw the Shadow Ball just to grab that shield. What is in the back? Tentacruel. Makes sense, right? Poison and water. That's going to have a tough time against Reggie. Sorry, never mind. I'm talking about the reverse. Gonna have to let the Scald go. You'll live a Scald in and attack fall. Going for the Night Slash. My only concern is that with the attack fall, they may let this go. Okay, no, they do end up shielding. Yeah, we go back to back here. With an attack fall, I don't think a non-stab Night Slash takes out from this range. And they may just try to get the farm down, which is not going to happen before you get to a move because poison is resisted by Ghost. See, those are the things. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was going to say, those are the things you got to kind of know. Ooh, Attack Rise, Sand Slash, double counter user. Here we go. 3, 4, maybe try and catch. And they're just like, yeah, I'm done. Okay. Pidgeot. So amazing lead. They will get out into something. Let's see what that something is. That something is Annihilape. So again, my guess is you will just play this the same way. This time get a Zap Cannon off first because you had that little bit of energy advantage come in here. Still a bait game. Still a bait game. So they do go straight Shadow Ball. I don't think, again, Night Slash will take out from this range because it is only neutral and it is non-stab. So unlikely to take out. I do not know how much energy they have, whether this could be a second Shadow Ball, and it is a second Shadow Ball. So need to get him into the farm down now. Put you in a really, really bad spot, being down 2 shields and only going Night Slash here. So I assume that they will just try to go 2 shield whatever in the back. Knowing that you have Shadow Ball, they can very easily do these Night Slashes. They may get the Brave Bird off just to not have to take another move here. But they are going to have to take a move. So we'll have to see what comes in here. Sorry, I shoot off my phone and I put my notifications on today. Brave Bird does take you out. They're going to instant swap to make sure they have at least 1 Pokemon left. And for Alligator, that makes sense why they're doing that. Hydro. This thing is more glassy. Let's see how glassy in the Ultra League. Live with 1 HP. Cannot get a move off. They have a shield advantage. So these Claws and Hydros are going to add up way faster than you're ever going to get to your moves here. So you are going to lose. Yeah, so I think you need to start playing out the... Annihilape mirror match a bit different. As you saw multiple times now, Zap Cannon only does like 60%. And Night Slash is neutral because it's half fighting, half ghost. And it's not a good move in general. And it's an even worse move when you don't get stab. I keep saying stab. If you don't know what stab is same type attack bonus. You get basically a 20% bonus, damage bonus, when you use a move with the same typing as you. So if Annihilape was a dark, it would do 20% more damage. But you are not. You are a ghost and fighting. So it does not much damage. And you have the kind of just bulk, not super bulk, but bulk of Annihilape. Night Slash isn't going to take it out. So going down, having to shield the Shadow Ball is fine, but like you got to try and grab a shield back. You can't just Night Slash it down. And holy smokes, is this what it's going to be like this week? Annihilape's left, right, and center. Not surprising. Annihilape is the best fighting Pokemon in Great League and Ultra League right now, so it makes sense that they would be everywhere. Are we going to try and catch? Are we just going to... Nope, you want them to throw because you don't want to come into the mirror match down so much energy. Close combat. Are they running double nukes? Could be Shadow Ball close combat, or could be a... Yeah, double nukes. Double nukes. Gonna get the Shadow Ball off. This will chip, but will not take out. Oh, they're half dark. Yep. That's why it is resisted. I was like, why did that not do my... Yeah. Ghost is resisted by dark. I'm surprised they shielded that. Okay, grabbing 1 shield back. They're going to have a ton of energy. So if you're coming Reggie, you're coming just to sacrifice it. So just sacrifice it and then just try and counter down with Marshadow. Hope they don't have acid spray because you can't reset. Or hope they have another poison or counter user left over in the back here because you need to resist the fast moves because neutral fast moves are going to add up real quick on you unless it's like a mud shot or something. Oh, you're done. Yep. Super effective claws down. Unless you can get to 2 back-to-backs here. But I think those claws are going to add up too quick. Yeah. it's tricky because I always say never leave yourself with one Pokemon when your opponent has a move that'll either lower your attack or defense. And the fact that your opponent has a Pokemon that lowers your defense times 2 and you cannot reset it on anything is bad. So maybe in that scenario next time you come in with the Marshadow, eat the move, and then take it out. Or if you need to reset, you have a Registeel to reset on. Clefable, so this is a great lead. They get out into Talonflame. I do not have an answer for Talonflame. Holy smokes. I didn't even read. You're sorry, I didn't even read your thing at the beginning. You said Rock Slide is probably better on Marshadow than Ice Punch, but I wanted coverage and to run Night Slash on the Ape. Also, the battle against Pidgeot lead, I should have gotten to an Nice Punch on against Feraligatr. Dumb game. Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, you don't have an answer for Talonflame at all, so you have to go down 2 shields. Having a Fairy Wind Fairy makes it a little better. You can get a Shadow Ball off. They'll probably just let it go and just go 2 shield whatever's in the back here, because they'll take you out and then just instant swap into whatever's in the back probably. And it is a Poliwrath, and now you should just be going Ice Punch. Like go to close combat, but just go Ice Punch, because they're gonna shield because this is their win con. So you need to like bait twice. Do you have any shields left? No, you're down. You cannot go down 2-0. Yeah, you can't go down 2-0 shields. It's like a death sentence in this. Hoping that they don't know. I assume that they're gonna shield everything here and just come out with a ton of energy to be able to go back to back here with the Scalds. So back-to-back Scalds with a couple counters. Ooh, Reggie is so tanky in the Ultra League. Can they get to a 3rd Scald before you get to move? That is the question. And they smartly come in Clefable just to absorb all that damage. Very heads-up play. Because their win con is getting another Scald off here. Or taking you down, but no. Get to the Focus Blast. I thought they would get to another move, but dumped all their energy, so maybe they could not get to it, or maybe they did not know how fast you'd get to the move. Tapu, okay, we're going to, again, probably play this out. Take a Surf, get off a Zap Cannon, see if they try and catch, see if they just shield, see if they let it go, and then adjust from there. So getting off the Zap Cannon, they end up shielding and then resetting. And you don't have an answer for Giratina either. This team is not good. When at best you have no great answer for Giratina and no great answer for Annihilape, it's not a good team. Not in the Ultra League. You need 1 to 2 answers for Giratina and Annihilape at all times in the Ultra League. Just like you need 1 to 2 answers for Annihilape and Gligar at all times, and Quagsire in the Great League. Like, you just need to understand the meta when you're team building. So getting off, I mean, you do have Night Slash and Shadow Ball, so it's not like you're completely out of it. Goodra comes in. Just getting this chip off. Now, do you take the Resisted Dragon Breath on Reggie, or do you come in here and try and get the Ice Punches off with neutral counters? Yeah, but they're going to very easily outpace you here. If they take you out, you lose. If you shield, you lose too, because they'll just shield right back. You got to hope you get a Zap Cannon off. But they just shield and commit to the farm down and then come out with energy and then just blast your Marshadow. And you can just top left because your Marshadow is about to be blasted with Nature's Madness. And you're very attack heavy, so this will probably one-shot. Not surprising. So I don't think you can run this team ABB style, because there's just too many glaring weaknesses against the meta. And if you have Annihilape, I don't think there's a reason to run Marshadow unless you... Well, they play different rules. And here again, Giratina, you don't have an answer. So, no, this team's got to change. I was going to say there's no point of running Marshadow if you have an Annihilape. And I still kind of believe that. However, there is a potential argument that you can run Marshadow as like a closer. And Annihilape plays more as like a safe swap. Just an overall better Pokemon in a safe swap. But maybe Marshadow gets by as a better like closer in the Ultra League. So let me take a look at Marshadow here. Because you said you would probably run Rock Slide as opposed to Ice Punch. I was seeing if it has like a ghost type move. It does not. I was gonna say if it had like a close combat Shadow Ball running like double nukes on it as an attack heavy Pokemon, maybe actually more usable. But unfortunately, it is stuck with all the not all the punches, but Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and then a Rock Slide for coverage. So Rock Slide will give you a bit of coverage. For what though? Flyers and fairies, I guess. Let me see where it ranks as like a closer. Still 154 as a closer, and Annihilape is still 30. So it's not even the best. Maybe an attacker, I guess, technically. Nope, 187. Not even good at attacker. So I'm guessing it's just not good. Yeah. I think unfortunately there's no reason to run this Pokemon unless if you don't have an Annihilape. If you don't have an Annihilape, I mean, I don't think there's many other ghost fighters in this meta. So running it instead of Annihilape, again, I just don't think they play the same roles. Annihilape is just built better for this meta. I think Night Slash Shadow Ball, well, yeah, just between like Giratina and Annihilape and stuff, I just think there's more play for Shadow Ball in this meta, quite honestly, than there is close combat. And then just having the all-around stat products of Annihilape is way better than the stat product of Marshadow. So I don't think there is any reason to substitute. Even there, I would probably just build with like a new third. But cool to see it in action. So thanks for the battles. Yeah, more like a Marshadow showcase as opposed to a look at this team sort of thing. So we'll title it as that. So that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.